Welcome Libra to your love reading for October 2018, and I do wish you a happy birthday. If your birthday is this month, I hope you really enjoy it. It might be very intense though, just a warning, because Venus does move retrograde, and I believe that moves retrograde in your second house though. So it is about your self-worth, that self-love, self-care, and also your career. Not really career so much, but the way that you manifest money, the ways that you make changes to accumulate money to manifest your dreams in the physical world. So all of these things might come under some reevaluation. All right, so keep that in mind. The things that you would like to own, the things that you currently possess, changes that you would like to make with your self-worth. All right, so let's see messages for Libra in love, October 2018. Happy birthday. October 2018 for Libra. First of all, over energy, person comes towards you, your response, advice. Okay. So, see, you have some money. That's the mutual energy between you and the other person. So that means that there's either newer opportunities that's coming through, and this is an opportunity that you can capitalize on. So sometimes it's when the ace is showing up here, that means that you have the desire to work towards something, to constantly work, and it comes in. You let someone know what you might be offering. I'm offering to put in the work. They say, okay, here's the work that you can do, so you get paid for whatever you might give out to another person. So someone that you might be could be a bonus. You could be someone else that you might be into. It could be a bonus that they're into you as well. So that might be something that you might capitalize on, but it does indicate that you're focused more on that and the other person as well, potentially. Now the person coming towards you more, okay, so this is a Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus, and you might be around that person. You could be working with them. Now they're coming out in the upright position, so that means that they're trying to do their best to maybe mirror what you might be doing. So if you disconnect in some way to focus on that, they might be doing that as well. That might be under evaluation this month. So astrology is very good, so that's coming out in that way. So I feel like they might when you're around them, or you're focused on them, or they affect you in some way, maybe an earth sign, doesn't have to be, but so if that person is coming towards you, if you're not literally dealing with someone exactly this month, that might be the energy coming towards you. So many different things that you might be doing when it comes to career, all right, or attracting someone in the workplace. Now your response. So maybe there was some conflict that you're going through with a current partner, maybe an ex-partner, someone that you might have wanted to state your facts or how you might feel about something, and then you disconnect. Some of you might even be thinking about moving or relocating, but it does require that you save enough so that you can do that, because you don't want to move somewhere then you don't really have something to kind of fall back on if something was not to work out like you thought. So your advice, again, work. Constantly put in the effort so that you can be more stable. And this might be two people that you're dealing with, two different earth signs that might affect you in some way. Someone that's focused on you, around you, and then someone that might be walking away, all right, that you have walked away from for some of you out there. So maybe someone a little bit older, maybe someone a bit younger, someone that more intimate, and someone that sporadically, maybe someone that you ran into, maybe like a date or something like that. It just depends, but this is an energy of constantly working. It'll pay off, I feel. So practice, devote more energy to learning whatever you might be doing, and being strategic that way. And then we have the Queen of Cups. So this is a Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, another person that you might be around. Depends on what you might do, whatever your career might be or calling might be. I feel often this is letting you know that the other person might feel deeply for you, but the things that surround how you two might be able to connect is potentially maybe financially driven right now. So let's clarify the King of Pentacles for you. See how that person might affect you. About the King of Pentacles for Libra, October 2018. So that person, you might have a lot of fear about either releasing them, opening up to them, expressing yourself to them, whether or not to trust that person, because I mentioned because I mentioned how you may have known the older person a bit more, so they may know a lot more about you, and sometimes it's energy of either moving on from that person or any kind of conflict that you've had with them. Clear about the moon for Capricorn. it brings out a lot of fear and anxiety. So there might even be gossip surrounding that particular person, whether you're stating how you feel about them or they're stating how they feel about you in some way. And it seems like it could be maybe again someone that you're focused on, maybe someone new, and then someone old that might be in the equation. You have another person, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, that might be a child, and that could be part of the scenario that you're dealing with. Sometimes seeing that person or spending time with that person, and then they go out and then they come back every now and then, or they say certain things that they're going to make changes when it comes to money, or that someone is going to take care of you and give you what you need, and maybe rumors may be spread about those things. And there is moving on from that particular person, whether or not it's the fear of leaving that person behind, and constantly going back and forth to them in secret, and often maybe even conflict that you might even have with that particular person as well. And clarify the Queen of Cups for Libra. Yeah, that person could be getting over heartbreak just as well as you are with some of you out there, and that's why it's almost like you're having to move away from somebody right now. And the best thing that you can do to alleviate the situation is state your boundaries. You don't even have to say it so much, just show it by removing yourself in some way, and focusing more on what needs to be the priority, and that does seem to be money is dominating the reading. So let's hold on, let's look into a little bit more. Clarify 8 Page of Swords in reverse for Libra for October 2018. So it does seem to be like parties that you might be around with a certain person. At times you might see that person every now and then, and it does bring you down maybe when you see them, bringing up older memories or bad memories about them. Not able to really connect to them like you really want to, and maybe even back and forth to their house. Maybe someone has a house and someone else, it could be a marriage for some of you out there, and someone gets in where they fit in when the time is right, when someone is not home, something that's like that. Let's see. Yeah, and it's almost like you're helping somebody out or somebody is helping you out, but it's done in secret, and maybe money favors and things like that could be going on for some. Now, potentially, this is, if that's not the person that you're dealing with, literally, physically, that could be the person that you're dealing with. They're dealing with someone like that they haven't moved on from, but they're still treating that person or providing for them in some way on a financial level, because maybe they've had some issues with maybe grieving a loved one. Person might have wanted to commit suicide, or they feel like they've been hurt through different things that they've gone through, like psychological disorders and things like that. So something personal. I'm saying these things, they just kind of coming to me when I'm looking at this spread. So let's keep that in mind, and we're going to see messages for Libra for October of 2018 and love. We have forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments for a lot of you. So that person, they affect you in some way. Some of you are needing to disconnect from somebody. Let's see. And this could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner that you seek, someone that you may have moved on from, and maybe someone new that you're waiting to open up to, but you're not ready just yet, because that person is healing. All right, healing from someone else that they can't seem to kind of release, and maybe you cycle back and forth with someone. Maybe even think about giving them another chance. Some of you might be doing that. So and let's do one more card for Libra for October 2018. One more for Libra. Then we have children. Children says your love life is being affected by children, and that might be part of the page showing up, and not sure of what to do, not sure of how to really support or provide for your child, or waiting for the right time for your the wife or the husband or the mother or the father of the child to come around to take care or help in some way. So that's part of your reading. All right. Tons of love to you. Lots of light. Tons of healing vibes. I wish you the very best. And you can always come back. I do the weekly readings as well. They're usually up. So have a great month and enjoy.